Please state your name, what is your occupation, and your age.
My name is Tony Alfaro. I'm a police officer with the Alvin ISD Police Department, and I am 39 years old.
Basically, what I want to do is just ask you, stuff about your profession, what your journey was through it and things like that. How do you think the world views you, and how do you think you view the world as well?
I did start as a deputy for Harris County Constable Precinct 6, but then I transitioned into school-based law enforcement. In 2017, I was promoted to the rank of sergeant from police officer to sergeant, and then in 2018, I was promoted to the rank of chief of police. I left my position as chief of police for Goose Creek ISD in March of 2021, and I recently started my career again in January of this year as a police officer for Alvin ISD.
Okay, cool. So from the time you started off as being a deputy constable to now at Alvin ISD, describe your journey of your profession. Describe, what was the process you went through?
After attending the police academy, I started in Harris County as a deputy constable, working street patrol, investigations. Sometimes we did a little bit of civil law, which is child custody issues, child support issues, evictions, things of that nature, anything that has to do with the civil side of law. And we also did the criminal, which were your criminal investigations. From there, after many years doing that, I decided to go into the school-based law enforcement. School-based law enforcement is more community policing, more hands-on inside of the schools, working with youth, working with teachers and administrators to not only provide police services, provide that police presence for the staff and the students of the schools, but also provide mentoring services, kind of get to know the kids one-on-one. So I would say that I went from being a traditional first responder, showing up to people's homes, to helping youth with problems such as homelessness. There's a variety of things that happen inside of schools that police officers help with. Mm-hmm. And, so I will say that definitely from my beginning to now, it's definitely a change. It's definitely different type of policing that I do.
Okay. Would you say that you would prefer working as the city, or would you say you prefer working for the school districts, and why?
Well, they both have pros and cons. For me, more than anything, is a matter of it's a different atmosphere working for a school district. And your traditional policing, which are your city police officers, your county police officers, you're very much reactive. You go to the crime, you go to where you're called. Here is more, you're walking campuses, you're going to schools, asking questions, what's going on in your school. So you're more proactive. You're attempting to, help these kids in the high schools, in the junior highs, come to an understanding that life is more than just a life of crime, as to where in a county or a city setting is more, they already made their decisions. Now all you can do is come and you put that person in jail, mm-hmm. or you take their report of what they've done. So I will say for me, and this is just my personal preference, mm-hmm. the school is more rewarding because it's more proactive and you can make a bigger difference at the school level, helping these kids out, kind of adjust to what life is really is, to in the county, city level where you're reactive, you're showing up, it already happened, there's no one-on-one, it's just you get there, you do a job.
So based on what you told me, how would you feel about the world's attitude from when you first started off as an officer to now? How would you say it has changed towards your profession? Would you say it's changed for the better, for the worse?
Well,
you can be completely honest.
That is just varies on an individual's opinion. For me, my opinion is in some areas has gotten better, in some areas has gotten worse. not everybody likes, police officers. Not everybody likes the job of a police officer. Not everybody agrees with why police officers even exist. So for me, I look at it as, there's a lot of support for police, and there's a lot of, anti-police.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say overall, that police officers ourselves can do a lot of things different to build more rapport with the community, build better understanding of what our job is with the community. And I think the community could do a better job of understanding our job and why we do what we do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think more than anything, you do have a lot of cops that maybe are undertrained. They're scared.
Mm-hmm.
The police departments are not taking their time hiring people that could actually be qualified to be police officers. They're more of a, let's just fill these slots because we need to have boots on the ground.
Right.
So to me, I look at it as police departments police officers in general, we can also do a lot of things better to strengthen our, rapport with the community, and the community can also do things on their end to strengthen our relationships together so we can actually understand each other more.
So how do you feel that the community can alter, what do you think they can do to change, to help the relationship between the law and themselves?
I think we both can be open-minded. I think they can also just ask more questions of police officers, make an attempt to actually get a one-on-one with the work we do, and then don't give the opportunity to the police departments to actually do their jobs. And I think because a lot of them think that nothing's going to happen. There's a lot of things that happen in the inside of police departments that do occur that they just don't get advertised. When citizens file complaints, just because it's not advertised on the media or they don't hear anything about it doesn't mean that something did not happen to that officer. Mm-hmm. And one of the worst things for an officer is to have a background within the department. If mm-hmm. they try promotions, if they try to go to different police departments, that complaint that citizen thought that nothing happened and something did happen and it's on their file, it follows them all throughout their career. Mm-hmm. So it makes it a lot harder for them to promote, for them to go somewhere else where it pays more. So I think more than anything, it's just the community understanding more of the job we do and taking the time to actually want to understand it and not just stereotype a certain mistakes by a few as to the whole what law enforcement is. And that goes for police officers too, not because a certain community is prone to these type of crimes or these folks are getting arrested doesn't mean that everybody's the same. Treat everybody as individuals.
Correct. Make
sure that everybody, supports one another as much as possible.
Well, that pretty much wraps up all of my questions. I want to say thank you for your time and thank you for your service, and just hope to see you soon.
All right, thank you.
No problem.